Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Happy Harvest Homestead. Today we get to milk Penny for the first time. Woohoo! First, we'll set the milking stuff down in the garage. Oh, by the way, we've been cleaning our garage, like all the stuff in it. So partly it looks amazing, and partly it looks like trash because we haven't found places for all the things we want to keep. But some stuff, like these shelves, is beautiful. So just admire our hard work and also ignore our mess. Now, it got a lot colder last night than I thought it would, so hopefully everyone did okay, especially with Millie. Oh, better turn on the light. Especially with Millie and her babies being out here the first time. Looks like Violet is fine, Daisy is fine, Will and Horace are fine, Millie's fine, Penny is fine.
We're milking Penny, right?
Yes, we're milking Penny. Looks like, yay, all 3 triplets are fine. You guys are fine. You're sad being locked up, though, aren't you? You're being nice and loud. Let's see, Tessa and Jancy. Jancy's fine. That's so good. Okay, we'll be right back, babies. We have to milk your mom out first. Millie doesn't want, or Penny doesn't want to go. Come on, Pen. Come on, Pen. She's pooping. Oh, she's pretty much done. It's fine. The protest poop is what I'll call it.
You can do it.
Come on, Pen.
No.
Come on.
You got it. Oh.
Good girl. Now, don't spill this. This is your grain. There you go. It's kind of weird looking, but it's the only bucket I could find.
There's a hole for her neck to go.
Oh, a perfect neck hole. It's 1 scoop of oats, 1 scoop of barley. That's our milking dairy dough mix that we give. It's supposed to up their milk production. Update on Penny. If you remember, she's the doe who had really weird problems when she first had babies. She had mastitis a little bit in this udder, and she's still a bit lopsided, but her babies pretty much helped milk out the mastitis and kept the milk flowing so it didn't get worse. So it's pretty much all the way healed thanks to her babies and maybe a little help from us that we did some things too. So she's completely healed from that, which is really good. So first we wash with a wet rag to clean off any bits of poop or dirt or baby spit. We used to use a soapy rag and then just a wet rag, but after a while it seemed kind of unnecessary because by the time the one rag was done, the other rag didn't pick up anything. So we figured that we only need 1 rag. Then this is the kitty cat's favorite time, when you squirt the first bits of milk that may... Oh, yes. Let's see how fast it takes the cats. That was 4 seconds, dude. He was close by, but he was watching. So the first squirts, or the first milk in the teats, may have gathered bacteria because they're right by the teat openings. So just in case, we don't want to drink that. But these cats, they eat like mice and all this other stuff that us humans wouldn't want to eat. So they're okay with a bit of bacteria. But our more sensitive digestive systems want to stay away from that bacteria. So the first squirts go to the cats. Okay, you're done. Oh, here he comes again. I'm sorry, Lehman. There's no more milk for you. That's all for us humans. No more for you cats. I'm sorry.
Oh, Lila caught the mouse.
Ooh, Lila caught a mouse. Look at you. Look what you did, pretty girl. Good girl. It's fun to play with a mouse. Dude, I'm trying to get video of a goat, not of a you. You're kind of cute, but not for this video. Thank you. Beautiful milking. Wow, you're almost up to a cup already. You've been doing this for what, 2 minutes? Oh, so in case you aren't aware, most people use a bucket to milk. But because, as you can see, our goats are kind of a little antsy, especially in the beginning, they kind of step weird and stuff, it's much easier for us to milk into a wide mouth pint jar because we can get a grip on it and move it if we need to. With a bucket, you leave it stationary, and then if a goat kicks it or steps into it, then the milk is ruined. But with a jar, they still can do that, but you have much more control because you're holding it the whole time. And then the wide mouth still gives you a pretty big area to milk into, so it's not like trying to aim at a super small hole. Then later, whenever we fill up the pint jar, we'll pour it into our reservoir, which is a quart jar. Pretty soon, when we're milking multiple goats, it's going to be multiple quart jars. But that's our system, and we really like it. Wait a minute, I'm trying to show the reservoir. So now this way, if Crazy Penny ends up spilling the milk that we're milking, like knocking over the pint jar, then we don't lose all of our milk, we just lose some of it. If she seems like she's holding back for her babies, we can go grab somebody.
You might be able to get a little bit more off of
Okay. Sometimes mama goats, especially like mamas who just are starting to be milked and are used to feeding their babies, will actually hold back some or all of their milk so that we can't milk it out. But as soon as babies start nursing, they'll let it down for the babies. So the trick around that is to have the babies at hand so that you bring the baby onto the stand, let it milk for like 2 minutes so mama is tricked into, oh, my baby's milking, I better let all my milk down. Then once she does that, you take the baby away and you get the rest of the milk. And it looks like we're about at that spot. Her udder's still really big, but everything coming out is really hard to get out. And then it's amazing once she does drop her udder or let down her milk, you can see the udder shape change drastically in like a couple seconds. I'll try to see if I can catch it on camera. But when you have a baby goat in the room, things could be pretty unpredictable. We have chosen the lucky baby to be Aletha. Sorry, Millie, you can't come in. Stay out, please. Because she, of the triplets, is the smallest, and she's the only girl, and our favorite. So, you have to
How are you
lift
supposed to get into this?
more.
Hold on. The boys are trying to get out, but not Aletha.
Keep the goats who need to be out, and the goats who need to be in, all at the same time.
Come here, Aletha. All right. And close.
Oh, did I get your fingers there? Oh.
You got Toby. All right, try it again. Oh, the heads. Okay, you're good. Oh, Aletha.
Oh, Aletha, you ready to go nurse on your mommy? Before your brothers? Lucky girl. And then keep all the other goats out. Oh, Daisy! Ah! It's fine. I guess we'll just keep the door closed. So we'll close this door. And open this door. And everyone else can come out now. But it makes the garage a lot darker.
All right, she's ready.
Oh, she's ready? All right. Do you see your baby? It's your baby. Let's see if the shape of the udder will change at all. I'll keep an eye on
The
it.
teeth are already starting to fill up.
Oh, good. It should go from like a tight, like horizontally-ish oval to like a vertical oval. Like so, like it really bags and sags down. So when the baby's moving back and forth a lot, that means that the milk hasn't been let down because she keeps going back and forth, trying and trying. She's like, oh, maybe this teat has more, maybe this teat has more. But then when she sticks on one, that means she has let the milk down because the baby's content sucking on the one teat because there's plenty of milk in that teat. So we're waiting until the baby picks one teat and sucks there for a long time. Then, and maybe even has a little milk mustache. Then we know she's let her milk down and we take the baby away. Yeah, okay, now the udder shape. Whoa, that's a huge change. Maybe I'll see if I can get pictures of the before and after. But her udder, see how, like, long and, like, crazy it is? Everything's all loose and baggy. Her teats, where before they were all shriveled and small, now they're super big again. Her entire udder shape has changed. Her teat shape has changed. That baby works wonders. Oh, and also because the baby's so small, we'll just leave her in the garage for a little bit. When the babies get bigger, they learn that they can jump back on and nurse again. But right now, little Aletha has no idea what's going on, so she'll be content to just play in here for a while, which won't hurt a thing. Hello, friend. Hello. She is so cute and small. How does it feel, Milker?
So loose.
Wow.
It's not tight like when you first start milking, but it's not all gone when you end milking.
So, like, perfect. Okay, we are now nearing the end of milking. Penny is on her last few drops. We have milked her out all the way as much as we possibly can, but now we're gonna have to stop. Her udder doesn't look like super small, but it is empty.
Is it lopsided?
A little bit. I think it's just naturally how it was because of her mastitis issue. She'll be a little bit lopsided. But it's not lopsided with milk, she's lopsided by skin or muscle now, I guess, at this point. Okay, but look at her udder is so much smaller than when we started. Thank you, Miss Girl. Your first time being milked out for our enjoyment and consumption. Ready to go back with the herd and your little daughter? Okay, ready and go! Woohoo! Bye, Pen. Oh, and now the best part, letting the boys out. Okay, boys, you ready to come out?
On weather.
That's not your mommy. That's not your mommy. Duke found her. Aletha found her. Yay, and Toby found her. They're all fighting over a teat now. Poor mama, poor mama. She's all getting bamboozled by these babies. Here, would you grab Aletha and let Duke have a turn? There we go. That'll be less crazy now. Duke's nursing the wrong way. He doesn't care though. He's so big. Silly boys. Mama's like, I'm done. You're gonna have to get used to not having milk all the time. Just sometimes now. Just sometimes.
Now they're ready to play.
Ready to play now? Well, we can't play with you because first we have to check on Millie's udder. It gets so big and the babies can't nurse all of it. So we sometimes have to relieve her a little bit. Let's take on the stand and take a little bit out. You want some relief? That udder's too big. Let's go. Into the garage. And you get some grain. Lucky girl. Yummy grain for you. Okay. That udder is humongous, especially compared to how Millie's udder usually is. This is her third kidding, so we're used to Millie's udder by now. And this is definitely really big, especially for having just week-old babies. So Millie's interesting. Her teat on this side is nice and easy to milk. Her teat on this side, the opening is smaller or something because it's hard to milk out of. So you have to be very conscious of that, or you end up doing the easy one more and the hard one less, and leaving her lopsided on accident. Oh, and look who knows right what's happening, and he's so excited, Mr. Lehman. He's not busy chasing and eating mice, so he's aware of what's going on. So now with Millie, we're not going to milk her out like crazy like we did with Penny, because her babies are half the age of Penny's babies, so they still need some milk for another week. So we're just going to maybe milk her out halfway or 3/4. We're not going to pound her. We're not going to make her let her milk down. If she holds her milk back, that's fine. We're just going to try to relieve some of that massive strain that her two little babies just can't nurse on her all the way. So we're acting like more babies trying to help her. Okay, so Penny, with all of her pounding and baby putting on and all the work we did to get as much as we could, we got like two-thirds of a pint. And Millie, just trying to milk her out a little bit, now has almost the same amount as Penny did. That means she's producing crazy much. That's awesome. Okay, so now we're just evening out a little bit. We want to leave everything better than we found it, including our goat udders. Yeah, that's pretty even now. Okay, Millie, thank you for your contribution to our farm and our harvest. We're happy for the harvest we harvested from you on this homestead. And you're welcome for milking you out, giving you some relief, and helping you produce more milk later. Now you get to go back to your babies. They get to nurse from you. And we get to watch the cute goats be adorable. Where's the babies? Here they are. Horace, come here. Horace, Morris. Your mommy needs you. There you go. There's your baby. My darling sister reminded me that before we can play with the baby goats, we have to strain the milk. Darling sister. Sweetest one. Who I'm not frustrated at all. I mean, that is the responsible thing, but it's so easy to get distracted by cuteness. Oh, look, who's coming to say hello? You coming with us, Daisy? You're gonna get got by those dogs. Oh my gosh, on the porch? At the door? I warned you!
And cats.
Look at all those crowns. Ooh, lots of dirt.
You know,
Put your in there.
she won't eat that much. So if you
That one is the clean one, and
Oh, it is.
let me brush my teeth, and I'll go.
Okay, we have 1 quart of milk that we got on the 11th. That's why there's an 11. We mark the date so we don't get confused between old milk and new milk. Then we do something called flash freezing, where you put it in the freezer for just long enough for it to cool off to, I believe it's 40 degrees or under. You don't want it to freeze, you just want it to be really cold, really fast, because the longer it sits warm, the more likely it is to go bad fast. So if you can get it nice and cold really fast, that means it'll last longer. So in an hour, we'll take it out, put it in the fridge, and then use it. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Then I'll say goodbye now. Thanks for watching.